clean that up there. I got a phone call from an agent in the field. And he's putting his life on the line. We'll just put it like that. And he found out that someone he knew of the female persuasion with big cans started going online and webcamming. I forget. I think it's Just Friends. I think that's the one. It's not Instagram. I think it's the Just Friends, something Friends. And in 4 weeks' time, she went from unemployed to now making, she claims $24,000 a month. I wonder about that, but let's say it's true. Now, he's busting his ass off. He is putting his life at risk, and he was just pissed off. He was so upset. He was so angry about how unfair this was, that men have nothing like this. Like, we don't have this where I just show my boobs and make money. We don't have that option, all right? Women are not underpaid. There is no wage gap. Women have strengths in certain fields. Men have strengths in certain fields. We have weaknesses in other things. Women at any time, and especially now with the internet, you don't even have to do any kind of porn. You play video games in some bustier outfit. Men don't have that option. We don't. And so he was upset. And she's making way more than him. And I said, okay, hang on. Number one, what is reality? I know, but I'm like, no. We don't play in the woulda, shoulda, coulda land. What's reality? Well, she's making a lot. I'm like, yeah, but why is that? And the reason why, we finally concluded, half the population, which, by the way, produces the majority of shit and makes most of the money, that's their number one demand, is female beauty, female attraction. Right? Don't be surprised when the economic engine of all the world decides they want tits and ass and they spend the money on it. Okay? That's economics. People want heart surgeons. People want to see somebody hit a baseball over a fence with a stick. They'll pay lots of money for that. It was basically giving me the teacher argument. I'm helping out society. Except he actually helps out society. He doesn't fuck it up like teachers do. But it was the teacher argument. I say, okay, all right. So why not be happy for her? Okay? But then I said, okay, I understand it's not fair, but let me ask you this. What's going to happen in 20 years from now? And he already knew, and I don't know why he didn't get this, or why he let it get to him so much. He should be a stronger-willed and mental person than that. He says she's going to hit the wall, and she's not going to know why, because everyone's basically helped her out this entire time. And not only with the webcamming, but in other life. She's always had a guy bail her out. She's never had to face. That's why she's, among other things, I won't mention what, but practically homeless. Because she was hot. People kept bailing her out. That's how it worked. So she's been denied living in reality, having any kind of anchor or footing in reality, so she can make decisions long-term or short-term based in reality. She just got lucky. Okay? Now there's this windfall of money coming in. I said, what's she going to do with it? My agent in the field said, she'll piss it away. She already has. I'm like, okay. So does she really make $250,000 a year? I was like, well, yeah. I said, no. You can make $10 billion a year. If you spend $10 billion, you're not making anything, especially if you're like consuming stuff. You're not investing in it. And she's just pissing it away. And we've talked to our buddy Chad Elkins about this. He has a handful of webcam clients. How many of them have an IRA? I think one or two. The rest of them don't. And the rest of them are always perpetually late with their taxes because they didn't save the money. They piss away $200,000 a year. Money without wisdom is nothing. You might as well not even make it. So she's going to buy her shoes and throw her parties and buy her girlfriends all this shit. She made it. She doesn't know the difference between $1 million and $1 billion and $1 trillion, let alone $250,000. And she will take this opportunity, this brilliant opportunity that if you gave it to any man with the slightest bit of real world experience, he would be banking that fucking money. Maybe he'd spend it on a better camera. Maybe he'd spend it on higher heels, but he'd be banking that money. And some gals do. There's no shortage of stories of gals from the 80s and 90s and even the aughts who were strippers or women of the evening who banked their money, bought rental property. And now at 35, these gals who were once madams, now they got a real estate portfolio. You know, they're rich. So it does happen. But more often than not, it does not. I say, okay, what's going to happen? Oh, I asked him, what kind of culture? Like, if she's the type that goes from one guy to the next and is homeless, she on drugs? Yeah, she's kind of in that culture. Okay. I say, and what's going to happen when she turns 35 or 40? He's like, well, she's going to hit the wall. And do you think she'll know it's because she was a beautiful, big-titted woman? Or is it like whatever song the Vichy Minaj girls, the brown plastic girls, whatever they sing on the thing? You're amazing the way you are, which is every song they've ever sang. You're just amazing. And now finally the world, not men with money who want sex and nothing else than sex. The world finally realized how amazing she is, this inherent amazingness that she has. Now she's going to make the money. And they're so shielded from the real world because every guy wants to fuck them. There's so many simps preventing any real world messages getting to their brains that it's only your looks, it's only your tits, and it's going to end. Save 7 years feast, baby. 7 years famine is coming. Save your money. They're not. They're not. And that's the curse. That's the drawback. It's not the money, because there is no money. There is no money there. She will not save the money. She might as well not even be making $250,000. She will go until she's old. She will have nothing to show for it. And then she'll be truly fucked because now she has no skills. And by the age of 40, whatever delusional philosophies you've lived in are now thoroughly cemented. There's no undoing it. And you're going to be addicted to all the popularity and attention you got before, not to mention money. You're going to keep spending like you are. And that is going to lead you to a world of insanity. And that is what I wanted to try to convey to my agent in the field. When he is 40, I said, let's go to 55, because he can retire early. When he is 55 and she is 55, so what are you going to have? He's like, well, I'm going to be retired. I'm like, with? And he's like, well, a pension. I'm like, oh, do webcam girls get pensions? No, they don't. There is a market out there for that, for webcam girl financial management, but I've tried to sell that to Chad. He went, oh, I got to get certified. I'm like, yeah, okay. I know someone. Maybe she should do it. She doesn't like me anymore. Never mind. Oh, Aaron, were you about to do somebody a favor? Were you about to do someone a kindness? Oh, foolish Cappy. You know what would happen. You know what would happen. They just get pissed at you. They just get pissed. You would be somehow, I don't know how, that would be me being the bad guy. That would not end up well for me. Anyway, the point I was trying to make to my agent in the field is that when it's all said and done, the only thing left, I mean, yeah, there's financial stability. He will have money. He will have investments and savings, even though it doesn't make that much. But it's not the savings. It's the sanity. Men in general, not all, depends on how much rich daddy money or government money you want, but men in general are not shielded from the real world because nobody wants to fuck us, okay? Men shield women from the real world because we want to fuck them. Democrats shield women from the real world because we want the votes. So there's all this money and support and help, even labor that comes in, where it just puts a huge defensive barrier between harsh reality and what women experience in general. Now, if you're an ugly woman, you're down there with us suffering just regularly. But living in the real world, hard as it is, whether you're a male or female, it teaches you what the real world is like. And so you make decisions based in the real world, saving money, getting a good skill or a trade, whatever. If you are denied experiencing the real world, therefore never developing the skills to make decisions in it or live in the real world, when you lose your beauty, like this webcam girl will, and you did not save the money, you're hopeless. You are hopeless. And not only in terms of employability, because you have no skills, but mentally, again, 40 years, it's cemented. You expect the world to owe you a living. You're going to get pissed off, you're going to be a cat lady, and you're going to be homeless. He already is. And then I asked him, okay, so you're 55. She's 55. You got another 25 years of life left. This is going to happen at 40. Let's say 40, you got 3 years of life left. Who's going to have the better life? Even though he didn't make as much money. He will have sanity. This is why I wrote the article, Sanity is the Future of Wealth. You can't find it because when I posted it, no one read it. So I put it behind the paywall at my Patreon. So you go to patreon.com/Aaron Clarey. It's worth buying. It's worth the $1 a month subscription, whatever the hell it is. But the lesson, the good news is if life is difficult, if life is hard, then you're doing it right. There's some things you can do to make it easier, like not majoring in stupid shit, joining the military, getting out of high school, getting your GED, going to college at the age of 15. There's some tricks, there's some life hacks, if you will. But don't envy. I mean, now everything's going online. And I won't lie, guys, business has been booming because everyone's going online for online entertainment. Podcasts are doing great. It's wonderful. I'm very thankful. And yes, that's happening with webcam girls. And yes, pretty girls have this huge advantage. You should not envy them, not for the long haul, because this is it. This is it. Them putting their titties on the internet, unless they're the savvy type and saving their money, it's over after that. And there is no nuclear family. There's no loving husband. There is no stability or sanity or love or humility or humbleness or selflessness or altruism or loving someone more than yourself. There's none of that. All it is the brown plastic girls, bitchy Minaj singing, dang, girlfriend. That's her latest song that's coming out. I'm sure you kids listen to it. It's very popular. You don't want that because that's a life of hell. That is a life of fucking hell. So just be happy. Be happy. And the money they make, they don't really make that money, guys. The way you make money is if you invest that money to pay you more dividends so you don't ever have to work. How much free time did it afford you? That's how much money. So it's not really how much you make. It's how much you spend and how much you invest. And where do you invest it? And this guy, so I hope it helped him out. He's still like, how does he make so much? Like, well, if you had nice tits and you were female, you can. And hey, you know what? Ladies, I've said it before, Maki, I am helping out anyone who's interested in truth. Ladies, if you're a slightly good, you don't have to be really good looking. You just have to be a slightly good looking girl. Some of you guys keep sending me, like, you'll put a super chat donation in here and you'll send me a name of some porn star, some internet harlot. And I look them up. I'm like, oh, but then I look at their like following numbers. I'm like, dude, they're 250,000 people. So if you are a slightly attractive young woman, maybe you don't have to be young. The thirst is real. And you just want to gussy yourself up in lingerie. You go online, you drop $30 on lingerie. You probably have a webcam. Do the Finding Friends or whatever the hell it is. That's what I would do. Put on a wig, put on some glasses so it doesn't look like you. Oh, hey, guys, and my name is Monique. And oh, my God, I love guns and whiskey. Seriously, go do it. Hi, guys. Today on Tits and Whiskey, I'm going to take my tits and dip them in different whiskeys. Cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. But then save the fucking money. Matter of fact, set up an LLC before you do this so that you can write off your purchase of a webcam and a computer and internet service, a website. You know what I should do? Here, I'll open up Asshole Consulting for this. If you are a girl that is interested in this, in doing webcamming and whatnot, but you want to do it right financially, come talk to Asshole Consulting, okay? Because I do know, obviously, through all my internet stuff, how to set up the webcams, But more importantly is like setting up an LLC, having a good accounting system, making sure you make your estimated tax payments, a little bit on, personality, like don't do it in your room because people can find shit in your room. As I hit the click rate, but this has been edited, or not edited, but purged, whatever. There's the right way and the wrong way. And if you want to save money, Like, I guess guys could go in the military. You girls can webcam. I mean, there you go. If you want to save the money, but you're not sure, you're not a contact old captain. I'll take a percentage. I'll be like your agent. I'll gladly take a percentage on the world's largest economy, the world's #1 commodity, before I take some fees up front. We'll set you up. We'll get that all done. Depending if you want me to program the site, that's different, but it's going to be a lot more money. But yeah, that's what I'd recommend. What, you got to go to school for 4 years to study bullshit, sip coffee, get fat, dye your hair, pierce your ears, look like Ramona Flowers? Is that what you, okay, fine. But what do you want? $250,000. You just got to work 2 years. Throw that shit in the S&P 500. You're done, man. You're done. You're set. And you go work whatever job you want. I've always wanted to work with the puppies. All right. Well, you do 2 to 3 years of a stint webcamming. You do it right. And then you can work with puppies the rest of your day. You go get yourself a nice little duplex. You rent out the one thing. Cover your interest in your taxes. Throw this into a 401k. And then you go play with the puppies for the rest of your life. You'd even be a better marriage candidate because you wouldn't have no fucking student loans. So that's the good news there. So I wanted to tell you the good news. And then